Grand Rising gods and goddesses, we back with another fire music motherfucking Friday with the gods and goddesses and all of these motherfuckers that y'all love to hate and hate your mother. Here at the Think High Crew, you know we about to celebrate. We made it through another week with the elites trying to kill us. But before we get into this Fire Music Friday, obviously we should start this shit off with some fire fucking music. Go ahead, DJ fucking crazy man. Spin that shit.
Just received an update.
It's the Think High Crew, yeah.
Just received an update.
Yo, it's the Think High Crew, what up?
Just received an
Yeah,
update.
it's the Think High Crew, you know.
Just received an update.
It's the Think High Crew, what up? It's the Think High Crew, yeah. It's the Think High Crew, yeah. Yeah.
Logos on the track.
Boy, I'm so gone. Locked inside of myself. It's been too long since I exercised on my wealth. I've been rapping so much. Think a nigga backpacking these rap factions like a math fraction. They half-assed and I'm past acting. It's all action, boy, what's up? I be building buildings just to tear them down. They asked me for the reason, but he ain't been found. Cause I kill him every season when I come around. This year gon' be a sticker, better not make a sound. All I want is your hands up. I'm making spirit bombs, and I'ma drop them on these rappers in they synagogue. Since you rioting in that worship, I'ma finish y'all. These niggas blacker than that pale horse that I sit upon this balance. Alchemy, magic, sorcery, 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 this balance. Through the source in me, I make sorcery. That's God DNA, magic all in my genes. That ain't a wine that I sway. Rich thinking nigga grip. I make him dip like Frito-Lay. Ain't no need to wait, manifest the great. I'ma make a way, show him I don't play. I came for all of your hearts, pumping that cardio card. You can get with it or not. Either way, I'm still killing these drugs. Front on me if you want. I know you better than know yourself. Looking that smack in the mirror, trying to figure out why your God ain't came to help. Why you say you failed.
We're going to talk about that State of Union speech, and we're going to talk some other shit today. Meanwhile, go check out thinkhighcrew.com.
Alchemy, magic, sorcery, this balance. Alchemy, yo, what up, magic, sorcery, this balance. Alchemy. Yeah. Go get it crackin'. Celebrating another Fire Music Friday with the Think High Crew. Cause you know we on our own lane and our own motherfucking way. Yeah.
Hey, I'll say
In
this.
my own
I wouldn't
lane,
necessarily
on my own.
say that
In my
Biden's a
own
great
lane, on my
president
own.
or that I agree with him
Cook
being
it up,
president.
whip it up,
But I'll say
wrap it
this.
up,
He
flood it.
killed that shit
Cook
last
it
night.
up, whip it
And I'm gonna tell you
up,
why
wrap
in
it
a minute.
up, flood it. I be in my own lane, on my own. I be in my own lane, on my own. Cook it up, whip it up, wrap it up, flood it. Cook it up, whip it up, wrap it up, flood it. Y'all just wanna ride my old wave. I be okay, cutting up like OJ. It's a no brain. Make my own lane, light it with some propane. But I will whip it through your city like an old slave. Right into some old way. Got me in my old ways. Bitch, I never died. Left that problem back in old age. Catch me high up in the old state. Feeling so great, no way. Manifesting love about my soul's gay. You be on that bitch shit. That's just how you hoes hate. I'm just trying to link shit. No intention, so fake. So have a seat. Pay attention to this flow state. And listen to a ninja kick it out the old age. I be in my own lane, on my own. I be in my own lane, on my own. Cook it up, whip it up, wrap it up, flood it. Cook it up, whip it up, wrap it up, flood it. I be in my own lane, on my own. I be in my own lane, on my own. Cook it up, whip it up, wrap it up, flood it. Cook it up, whip it up, wrap it up. Okay, I swear, yeah. In my lane, bitch, I hang on them curves. Yeah. I'm the man, and they hang on every word. Yeah, I fly, see I'm cool, yeah, I bird. Yeah, ice, ice, it's absurd. I ain't gotta try just to get a rush. Spend my whole life trying to get a buzz. Honey, who I be, go and get the fuzz covered in it, pollen by my wings, got me lifted up. It was all on me though, take flight with my ego, tripping, but that's how it be though. Gotta go through with the Seagulls. Riding with too many people, lane switching with the same niggas that I came with and then pause. My main chickie that I bang with, we got the same interests because everyone needing a push. Yeah, grass greener than it looks. Yeah, pussy nigga need a dush. Yeah, then I
Woosah, then I Woosah, then I So shit, man. What's up, everybody? It's a Fire Music Friday. We're gonna talk some shit, and we kind of talked about how we wanted to talk about the State of Union speech.
Absolutely.
We thought it was going to be a little more rambunctious when we said we was going to talk about it, and it wasn't really that rambunctious. But I wouldn't vote for Biden. But I will say this: that the next time Trump speaks, he's got to come with a different thing, because Biden did what Eminem did or B Rabbit did to that whole clique, Papa Doc and all them motherfuckers. He said exactly what he knew they had been saying about him for that long, and then he flipped it on them. Biden's people that wrote that speech knew Trump's point.
That shit.
You know what I mean? Biden's people knew what Trump was going to say. And they're like, this motherfucker keeps repeating the same thing. So this time, we're going to jump out in front of him. And so now if Trump says anything in the lines of these, we already said this shit. We already addressed it. So now Trump's going to sound like a broken record almost, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not saying that his supporters aren't going to fuck with him, but I'm just saying that to the masses, Biden does not look as unstable as he probably is after that.
Yeah, see, and that's what's crazy because, right, you hear some of them people talk about it, right, and the one dude,
it's like, look, I watched that shit all the way live last night, and I
I
saw him fumble a little bit. But shit, anybody's gonna fumble, motherfucker.
Bruh.
Especially somebody that old. So that's just one thing you can't use.
But
You
just
know
with
what I mean?
the
Like,
knowledge and understanding that we have, right? And then you hear people saying, this is the best version of Joe Biden that I've ever seen. You know, Bob, he was sharp, he was witty, he was this, he was that, he was like this, and then when you know, like you're a conspiracy theorist like myself, or like if you believe in alternative things like yourself, like what does that mean? This is the best version of Joe
Yeah.
Biden that we have ever seen. Like, is this there's many? This is like Biden
I mean,
3.0 or
versions
some
are
shit.
there.
Right? Is there? I mean, I could have swore.
One version of me. I mean,
Right, right. As far as I'm concerned, I thought it was only one version of fucking Biden. Like, but I guess you know what I mean. It's just weird, you know. So like, and they use certain terms and shit. Like I watched it from the Associated Press's point of view. Their live YouTube, right? So they were narrating the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing. Obviously, when he was speaking, they didn't do any narration. But
Right.
what up, Roya? What up, Casca? But while he was talking, I mean, before he talked, they talked about what he was going to talk about. They talked about his talking points. I really didn't even have to watch the speech because he literally followed the script to a T. Because if you watch from the Associated Press, what they did, the dude fucking narrated the whole fucking shit.
I was gonna say, yeah, was he sharp or was he just rehearsed and drugged up enough this time?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's a possibility.
And
There's a lot of things that was
They're like,
happening.
you can't fuck this up. You have, so he's probably been, you know, like.
yeah, and when you know the world's a stage, you know that whole, not just him being on stage is a
Right.
stage, but the whole shit's a stage.
Yeah.
And who even does anybody even maybe believe that those protests were fake?
Yeah. Well, it all could have been a
Easily.
show, bro. Like he's been caught putting laughter tracks in his fucking shit.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
check this out, man. You know, I keep up with all the money shit and the market shit. And so
Yeah.
when I saw Bloomberg talking about yesterday, before that shit was ever even going to come on TV, where anybody was talking about it, when I saw Bloomberg talking about how the United States military was about to install a quote unquote, a port, but what they call it, a temporary port. I'm like, oh, okay, so
Nothing's
so
temporary.
that's another United States base around the world. As people continue to say the United States is weak and falling, they continue to capitalize and continue to move forward. So, you know, hey, it is what it is, and it ain't what the fuck it ain't.
Yeah. I mean, it is obvious that, you know, he was telling a bunch of fucking lies. I mean, you've seen it. You know what I mean? And a lot of
But check this out though, like we've talked about, bro.
yeah.
The world in general needs to remember that everything economically that's going on right now is not because of what he did. It's
No.
because of what Trump did.
Well, I mean, that's like I
We
said,
don't
it's
feel it
fourth
until
grade-
the-
it's fourth grade government fucking class. They tell you that after every you don't feel what a president has done until 4 years after their last term. So if we're talking about what's happening economically, it's because the good and the bad is because of Trump.
Yep. Now
That's
there's
just how
some
it
things
works.
that, you know, that have taken place that, you know, will affect shit, but for the most part, all the stuff that was put into stone for 4 years was done by Trump. And so Biden has to go in, and every president has to go in if they want to, and change up all of the things.
Right. We won't know the full effect of what Biden does until 4 years after he's done. So if he's not done, if he does another 4 years, then we're not gonna feel the full ramifications of what he's fucking. We'll feel his first term in his second term, but that's why I don't think they're gonna let him win, because whoever goes in there next is gonna get blamed for everything that's about to fucking come for what he did the last 4 years.
Yep.
So think about it.
Or they're
Yeah.
either going to get the credit for everything if it goes good or bad. You know what I mean? Because I've been hearing these economists been telling me for the past 3.5 years that we're going to in a recession. I ain't seen no recession yet. I know things are more expensive. That's just because it's called inflation. And the reason why that happened is because the Fed printed so much fucking money, and everybody thinks it really fucked the United States. But if you think about it, if you have a different currency than the United States dollar, that means you have to trade for it. If you have to trade for it, you're losing out already. So the rest of the world got hit harder by the United States dollar inflation than the United States did. So the United States in general has not lost any footing. What they did is they gained footing throughout this whole shit. And
Right.
people can say that Biden ain't worth a fuck. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying that last night he proved a bunch of narratives wrong. Right now, I'm not saying what he was saying was true or false. I'm just saying that Trump can't come up there anymore and say, well, Biden can't give a speech. Yeah, he can. I don't give a fuck if they give that bitch. They might have gave him a shot of some fucking steroids or something first. I don't know. Adrenaline. You know what I mean? I don't know. But nobody plays fair in this game. That's
Right.
what we got to remember too. You know what I mean?
Right.
In love and war, everything's wide the fuck open, bro, to
Yeah.
use to win. So
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
it's
know, man.
I thought it was hilarious because, he talked about how great the economy was, and I was like, well, goddamn, like my fucking grocery bill has doubled since this nigga's been in office. He talked about this, and I was just like, well, this has actually been fucked up for me since he's been in office. You know what I mean? And I just looked at it personally, and I was
And
like,
also
it was just
that
wasn't
is
true in my
also
personal life.
that's
Nothing
also
that he said.
pre him.
Yeah,
All the money being printed, that's pre Biden.
yeah.
All of that was put in when Trump was president.
Oh yeah,
So the
for sure.
inflation was actually caused
By Trump.
by the printing of the money.
The additional year, not the last payments, the like kind of ridiculous extra spending was done after.
Right. I'm just saying we
Yeah.
won't, but we won't know like how much money, all that money they sent to Ukraine and Israel that they continue to send, even
Mm-hmm.
in the bill that he was trying to get passed today. We're not going to feel this extra spending, this useless spending that Biden's done. You know what I mean? Until 4 years after he's done. You know what I mean? So like. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, you're right. So we are feeling the inflation of Trump, and when we were in, and
But it's
when
in all
Trump was in
reality,
office,
we know
we
it's
were
not
feeling
Trump
the
or Biden.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously,
The machine.
yeah. It don't matter who's in office. That bitch gonna move exactly how the fuck a
Mm-hmm.
specific group of people
That deep
that
state.
yeah,
Janet
whatever you
Yellen's
want to call them.
Janet Yellen's got more control of the money than any president does. She used to be the motherfucking chair, the chair of the fucking Federal Reserve, and now she's the fucking head of the goddamn U.S. Treasury. Tell me she ain't the one that's majority in control of money. You
Right.
know what
And
I
not
mean?
elected. Or is
No,
she? No, right?
no. They put
That's
when
the
Biden
appointed
became
one.
elected, he appointed her as, you know what I mean? So that woman's been in the money scene of the United States government for fucking like 25, 30 years.
Right.
And she's also the Z. So there you go. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro, fuck that. Because you know what? I hear a lot of people say it on their podcasts and everything like that. I'm not about to censor us no more. Like if other people could say fucking goddamn Zionist or Jew Zionist, then I'm gonna fucking say it too. Fuck that.
Yeah,
That's exactly
I'll
what the
just
fuck
let
she
you say
claimed
it.
to
You could
be.
be the one that they come execute. I already got too many people trying to get my head already. God damn it.
I mean, for real though, because like I literally see it, all the time. Like there's a lot like going on in the world where like you could do the research, but just because of that though, like let me tell y'all how much I've research I've done just based on understanding that
The only reason I won't say it is because I don't really know for sure. I just know that she is that religion
well, that's what they
and she
claim to
is
be,
that.
right?
So
Right. Well, Biden says it all the time. He just said it in an interview prior to the State of the fucking Union that he's a Zionist.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I don't get why people be looking at it like, oh, you can't say that, or why not? Like, that's what the fuck he just said it himself. That's like me being like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm a member of SOTOV, and then getting mad because niggas is like, you're a member of SOTOV. Like, no, the fuck I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, come on,
Right,
bro. I
right.
fucking said it. You know what
And
I'm saying? Like.
there's a good portion of his quote unquote cabinet that he makes up his administration that are actually ex BlackRock
Yeah,
employees.
yeah,
And so
absolutely.
I mean, to think that, and these are the people that we don't ever see or hear about, you know what I
Nah,
mean?
right, right.
But to think that these people don't know what the fuck they're doing is just really comical.
Bro, especially
because I
if you look
mean,
at the history of it, like, all right, y'all, like, just go watch that fucking documentary on Rumble, man. You know what I mean? Go watch it. It's called Pop. You know what I mean by iPod, IPOT. If you just type in IPOT 1773 or something like that, I think it is. It'll pop right up. You can watch every episode. I'm telling y'all, you just
some
watch that
people
shit.
they're not brave enough to probably go to Rumble.
Well, hey, whatever. If they don't let this
They've been
motherfucker,
told it's a right wing conspiracy
he
theorist
is
place.
man, that fucking that
They
thing
don't
is
want to
full of
get
so many
corrupted.
unbiased facts, bro, that is just ridiculous. But if you just go type in the names of people, you go type in the dates, and like you start to realize, like, so all right, put it like this. It's not a coincidence that as soon as the State of Union came out, that we started seeing AI speeches, AI English converted speeches of Adolf Hitler. Why does that happen on the same day? Then y'all don't think that that's weird? That was like, you know what I mean? Something that was broadcasted and put out there around the same time that this motherfucker is doing the State of the Union speech. You know what I mean? Like out of
Yeah.
all the times that shit could have came out. You know what I mean? But like, it's just do your research and you'll find out yourself. Like none of this shit is like something that they hide from you. They just put it in books that they tell you not to read, pretty
Right.
much. You know what I mean? So it's
And
like,
then if you do read them, then you get chastised for it.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's so many books out there that if you just read, you'd be like, well, damn, like, because like nobody's asked these questions. Nobody's like, why is there so much hate for a population of people that they even have a word for it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why? Like that's what I mean. Like, all right. If my kid keeps coming to me and telling me that his older brother keeps punching him in the face, and I'm like, why does nigga keep punching you in the face? I'm not going. I mean, first time I'm like, yo, bro, don't punch your little brother in the face. Hey, stop punching your little brother in the face. After a while, I'm like, why are you punching your little brother in the face? Because he's gonna be like, I'm punching this motherfucker in the face because he keeps coming in my room and stealing my goddamn money. I'm like, oh well, shit. I understand why you
Hmm.
punching him in the face now. Like it makes it you deserve to quit stealing motherfuckers' money. And you won't get punched in the face. And then you feel when you start asking these questions and you're like, well, why do people hate these group of people? Why is the narrative that? Why is the narrative that they hate this group of people who's so hated in the world? You know what I mean? Like it's even to the point where, in the State of the Union speech that he even talks about their persecution. It was like a part of his speech, and he's not
Yeah.
even, you know what I mean, a part of that. He's not even a part of them people. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know, man. It goes to show, like you said, like it's all chosen, it's all planned out the way that it was gonna be. And yesterday was
Yeah.
just a shit show to raise morale. You know what I mean?
And also
Well, it
to
was.
go ahead, Casca.
I was gonna say it was like partially though a political campaign. Like when has
yeah,
the State of the Union been about like like the polarization? Like it needs to be
yeah,
about the union, the country as a whole. Like just because
right.
half the country didn't vote for you, you're still the president, so you should try to like
Right.
not
Right.
cater to them, but you should speak to them versus villainizing them
Yep.
again and again. And it just makes it more decisive or
And
divisive. Like
Yep.
what's wild is that they told you prior to the speech. When I was watching the press, the Associated Press one, they tell you that these State of the Unions used to be submitted by paper. It wasn't even a
Yeah.
thing.
1913, it all
yeah,
changed.
Yeah, it wasn't even a thing to do this.
of
All
course,
well, just
19.
then when the radio comes out, obviously, and shit like that. See, and you know what? They've been using these, like you said, as like home court advantage type shit. Well, the president and he's running for a second term. Let's use the State of the Union as like the first punch towards the fucking opponent that we know we're
Exactly.
guaranteed to know that all of the motherfucking people are going to be watching. So it's kind of like taking home field
Yeah.
advantage because you're the fucking president
Well,
already.
and you're making it more tribal. Like people are already
Yeah.
tribal. People already like to pick a team. Like just look at
Yep.
sports. Like it's the same with politics. But like you need somebody, the president needs to be the middle ground where it's like,
Right.
okay, I lean this way, but like I'm speaking to all you because I'm the president of all
Right.
you.
He
Like
got to be
and
like an
it's
avatar. He got to be.
instead he's taking punches and I swear to
Yeah.
God, the more they bring up January 6th, like it's just infuriating. Like I'm like, shut the fuck
and
up
then and
about
then
it.
like that's like, bro, it's like watching that video. You watching the video of a motherfucker do some shit, right? And then you turn around and you literally tell people that it was an insurrection. And then you literally watch a video of the
Of people
insurrection.
walking.
Oh my god, bro. Like, and
Dude,
I'm
have you
like,
seen that shit in Haiti? That's a fucking crazy insurrection. Like,
right,
go.
yes.
Like
Yes,
people
that's what
walking
it looks like,
around with a
right?
few bad
Well, that's
apples isn't an insurrection. Like
Well,
that's
if
why
you
you
Jesus
let
know
them
Christ.
that.
in, if you let them
That's
in, you're high fiving them like, "Good job,
Yes.
guys."
Well,
Like
that's when you
what?
know it's a controlled situation. That's why I
Absolutely.
think that something weird could happen in the New York City subway because that's a controlled
Right.
situation
Well,
also
and
now.
why, bro? And why just the subway? Like out of all places, like you know what I mean, like you wouldn't have them on the streets. Like you wouldn't have them. Like there's so much.
I know that's just
Then
fucking.
subways be nasty now.
Right, bro. But I was like, I'm observing the ritual that they were having, yesterday, and I just asked all my peers. I don't think many of my peers watched it. You know what I mean? But they don't understand. A lot of they don't care to understand a lot of this shit. But when we were back in school, we used to have to in government class have to do reports on this shit. So like I'm used to watching shit like this, and I've seen them over and over and over again, and it never really is like you said. It's never really like campaigning for their next run. It's normally
Yeah.
about what the
The
state
state
of
of the
yeah
union. Yeah.
what
Yeah.
what
And
what they implemented, what happened from the
Right.
implementation, and like the
Yeah, they
stats
can make
from
themselves look good, which would
right,
help them in the upcoming election, but they're
right,
not supposed to
right,
attack the other party. Like,
right.
right.
again,
To
attacking
the
Well,
your
point,
political opponent on a
and
stage
think
like
about
that is
this. I'm
right,
just going to keep it balanced. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
on one side you got Biden up there doing that, and then the other side you got Trump tweeting or not tweeting. He was on True Social and just goddamn talking shit the whole time. And
yeah.
it's like, man, y'all motherfuckers need to quit this shit
They
now. I
like they're
mean,
like it's like high
goddamn,
school.
enough's
It's like
enough, bro.
have
Like,
you
I'm
ever you
starting to
ever
even
seen
get
that?
sick of this shit.
You
You
ever
know what I
seen like
mean?
a high school where the actual when you run for class president is actually it's like literally like a simulation. It's like a political
Mm-hmm.
simulation. You ever seen those schools? Like you ever been in a school that ever went to a high school that like really took that shit seriously like that? It's just like that, bro. I
Yep.
swear to God. I went to a high school that I mean not all my high schools. I went to a lot of high schools, but not all of them. Even though there's only 4 years in fucking high school, I went to like three of them. So like only one of them was real into that, school president shit. You know what I'm saying? Like and like it was fucking crazy, like propaganda, all that shit, bro. Like it was just like I'm like, damn, like are they training these motherfuckers to be these our next
yeah.
Ohio politicians? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
god damn, like why is it so serious in this one school? And that school has some money, so it was like, all right, I see why it might be. You know what I mean? It might be like that. They probably are training there because in the hood they don't nobody give a fuck about you know what I mean? Like nobody really gave a fuck about being class president. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, no, don't pick me. I don't want to be on student council. Don't nominate me. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like we were
Yeah, it
teenagers and
wasn't the
wanted to,
cool thing to do in my high
yeah,
school.
yeah, we was trying to fucking smoke weed and you know what I mean, do other stupid shit.
Yeah.
We weren't worried about being fucking class
We were
president,
out
but
partying. We weren't fucking.
we treated every day like it was fucking Fire Music Friday. We did not give what class president. I
Yeah,
don't give a
man.
fuck. But
And
it was entertaining though. I give it to Nov because that's what basically Nov was trying to say. He's like it was entertaining enough for especially the Democratic Party and all of the fucking immigrants that they've just brung in. Y'all gotta remember that. There's millions of motherfucking quote unquote migrants. You know what I mean, or illegal migrants that they've let in. So like I think they was talking to them niggas. It sound like they was talking to niggas who haven't been living in America. That's what I'm gonna put out there personally saying.
yep.
That's what it felt like to me. It didn't feel
Well,
like he was
also,
actually speaking to Americans who've actually been here. Because if you know the story, if you've been here, that's like a nigga going up there and being like, "Yeah, I didn't rob that nigga or nothing." And you sitting there like, "Nigga, what you? I was with
yeah, you
you.
did. Yeah,
I
you
was,
did.
nigga, I was with you. Like, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, I watched you, nigga. Like, I
Like you
was
might lie
there. Like,
lie to them, bro, but don't try to convince me,
right.
bitch. I saw you do it.
That's how you do it, nigga. So that's where we at right now. Where this is the American citizen. It's like, nigga, what? Everything's good? What do you mean? He must be talking. Who is he talking to? Because he's not talking to the American citizens. Who the fuck is he talking to? Then you realize the nigga is talking to the fucking all the new Americans they just let in this bitch, bro.
And he's
But also,
talking to half of the country that works for the federal government.
That too.
yeah.
You know what I
That
mean?
too.
It's a big man, it's crazy, bro. Honestly,
Well,
it's
I feel
crazy.
like also you can give a speech though too that is just full of absolute bullshit and like lies, but you can if you if you deliver it well, it can be like empowering still, especially to the people who aren't in the know or
Right.
don't want to be in the know, and they just hear it and then they're like, oh, they're kind of amped up. Like, if you've ever heard like a well delivered speech, doesn't kind of matter what it's about. It's
Right.
almost like
Let's
it's
just be
just
honest.
motivating
Like,
in general.
you
And he
can
actually
listen
did
to a
that this
Hitler
time.
speech right now
Oh
and
yeah,
not know a word he's fucking saying in German, but it will give you goosebumps. And
right.
you're like,
Yep.
you don't even understand why. See, and a lot of people don't even take the time to, because we found out yesterday, like at least
Well, think about this.
half of the
How
fucking
many
population
songs
don't
are
have
there?
an inner
How
inner
many
monologue.
songs are there around the world that people don't even speak that
For
language, but they
sure.
still listen
Yeah,
to the
and
music?
right.
Yeah.
They're like singing this shit, but they don't even know what the fuck they're singing.
Well,
that's
even when
how.
you're singing some like songs that you don't relate to, if you're like feeling it, you're fucking feeling it, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
Mhm.
absolutely.
I
You
listen
just
to some
feel it.
gangster rap. Like, you think I'm a
Bruh,
gangster?
I
No.
listen to a French artist. I listen to a Japanese artist. I have no idea
Oh,
what the
by the
fuck
way,
these
bro,
motherfuckers is saying.
I can't believe you ain't already said something about who died today.
Oh yeah, man. See, I was
That's
gonna wait.
crazy, right?
I was gonna wait, bro. I wanted to give him his respect.
I
I know he
saw that
wanted
and I
to.
was like, at first thing I thought about, I was like, damn, I bet you Jason's kind of in his feelings right
I
now,
am a
boy.
little bit, nigga. But
Who
I
you
died?
know,
know,
I would have been too.
I'm
Shit.
trying. I'm trying not to think about it. I'm just masking it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
What about?
R.I.P.
Do you know what we're talking about,
Yeah.
Coffee?
Oh, I'm sure
Mm-mm.
she does.
Oh,
No,
you
I
I'm sure
don't
she
don't.
will
know
know though.
the creator
Who
of
died?
Dragon Ball Z?
Akira
Oh,
Toriyama.
really?
Yeah.
He died today?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or last
Ah,
night, whatever it is.
Last
You know what I
night,
mean?
R.I.P.
brain
Yeah.
hemorrhage.
Ah,
That's
damn.
crazy, man.
Yeah, I know, right? He was
Oh,
60
jeez.
something years old. But it's that sucks, man. If y'all know about anime or grew up on anime, like that's he's like a grandfather of a lot of fucking, you know what I mean, like the
Well, and
dopest anime
also the
ever.
like some of those messages that are delivered in some of those things are way more deep than you would
Shit, nigga.
think.
Oh, Dragon
Bro,
Ball is for sure like that.
bro, they let me tell you
It's one of
something,
the
bro. It's
best,
about a
probably.
race of it's about another race of fucking, listen, it's literally about a race, an alien race of Saiyans, bro, that's from another planet that's been discriminated on against the niggas in power in the whole universe. Ain't that fucking crazy, right? So and that's what it's literally about. So you got Frieza, and you got the Galactic. He's the most strongest fucking being in the galaxy. He's oppressed anything that he could motherfucking want to.
Right. Yeah, man. I know that so just one more thing about the State of
Yeah,
Union was that okay, so he said he wanted to give teachers a raise. He said all this shit that he has no fucking authority to
Yep.
do. He has to have Senate and Congress get involved with this, and it ain't gonna fucking happen. That's what I don't agree with about it, is he got up there and he tells uneducated people in this area that they're gonna get all of this shit. I'm not saying teachers are uneducated, obviously, but a lot of them probably are
that's
uneducated in what
because
I'm talking
that's
about right
because
now
he gonna give that shit
because
to them
you're not
immigrants.
getting a raise because Joe Biden said so. You know what I mean? Unless these other people approve the shit. And all of that stuff he talked about was up in the air. The only thing that was 100% guaranteed is the military putting a motherfucking temporary port in the Gaza Strip. That means there's a new base there. That means the United States is gotten Israel is that much more in control, bro. Think about that, of the Middle East. You got Saudi Arabia, which is full blown United States
Bro,
homeboy.
they said he
You got
basically
Israel.
saying you won't let us do it. Well, then you come do it.
Exactly.
You
That's
won't let us
exactly
set
what
the
it
port up.
was.
You
And
won't
and
let
we're
us
gonna
set the
do it
port
in the
up. Then you
name
go,
of people are
yeah.
starving and they need supplies, and we're gonna be the ones that
And
help
we're gonna be
these
the ones that help them.
Palestinians.
Right, right.
So, for the naive, he got them last night.
Yep.
If you're naive and you just buy in like that, he got your ass last night. And then you're going to hear people doing nothing but touting it and riding with what he said last night. So those people are going to just get more and more into it as we go, and they'll vote for Biden. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's just point blank, bro. I mean, it's just how it is. People hear something and then they take that in, and then they start checking into it, and they're like, oh well, the media does say that Biden's doing this. Oh, the economy is doing good. Oh, the jobs report did come in hot today, and that's great. And that means that the markets are doing really good. Oh, Biden, but you see what I'm saying? Look at that right there. They knew, okay, the people that put Biden right there, they knew that today the stock market was going to go fucking crazy. Because why? Because the job reports come in good. So they knew that that was going to happen. So they say, well, fuck it. We're going to do this. It's going to be a domino effect, and then everything's going to look good. Because when motherfuckers start making that money, they don't give a fuck, bro. When the money comes in, all the other bullshit goes out the window. It don't matter at that point.
Absolutely, bro.
And so now when you got major people making major money, and they're like, damn, this shit popped off after that fucking State of the Union speech. Oh, shit. Blase, blase, blase. And then they were talking about how these new bonds with Israel and the United States are going to blow up and make people rich and all this shit, man. Like, once people get that taste of that, they don't give a fuck about trying nothing else because they're like, I'm good right here. So shit, I'll ride with Biden another 4 years. Fuck what everybody's saying. I'm making money. And if you're on the inside and making money, you're making money.
What I can also confirm though too, right? Is
but I can say I like Trump better. He's a better, to me, he makes me laugh.
Yeah,
Biden makes me pissed off.
I made the most money I ever made in my life when he was president, but then I realized that was because of what Obama was motherfucking did. What Obama recently did. You know what I mean? So, but people dog Obama saying that he never really did nothing for the economy. You know what I'm saying? And like that's was just wild.
I think
to me,
people dog him too is because he didn't do a goddamn thing of what he ran on.
Yeah, that's why I dog him, personally, because, I understand what you're saying, but, that's something that's just never talked about. Like, they never give him praise for where the economy went to after that. Even even with the COVID pandemic, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like, whoa, you know what I mean? Because honestly, like, I made the most money even though Trump was, in office, I made the most money than I ever made that year, but that was because of all the bullshit policies that was put in previously by Obama. And then they added all of that extra money in there for quote unquote stimuluses, and then it was giving everybody the PPP loans after because they was fucking, people lost employees and shit.
Bro, it was a build up the whole presidency of Obama. He talked about from 2008 until he was out of that motherfucker. He talked about a goddamn pandemic.
He did.
I mean, come on, like
that's why I was like, bro, like I kind of like y'all appreciate Obama for that, I guess, because I did make a lot of money that year. It was, and a lot of people tell me that too. They're like, bro, everybody seemed like they was struggling during COVID, but like for some reason I wasn't. I'm like, that's because like niggas like us, we already was staying to ourselves anyways. Like we was just chilling to ourselves, minding our fucking business anyways, making our money anyways. So it's like when that motherfucking shit happened, our money didn't stop because what we do still goes. You know what I mean? Like I don't, we don't go to a 9 to 5. We have our own
as long as the money doesn't stop, nothing will stop.
Well, that's what I loved when he said, he said something about, you've got to love your country, even if you don't win. It's like, yeah, Biden, because you've been making plenty of money off this fucking country in the government position you're in. Trump's the only one that lost money. Like, this motherfucker lost money and didn't take salary when he was there. So, like, you're telling me you love it more than him? Bullshit. Like, it's easy to say when you're riding pretty, right? Like, oh, yeah, I love this country. Like, but if it was if she was on the other foot, I don't think you'd be saying that.
If you go look into our social media, and like you'll see that. If you look at your Facebook, you'll see a whole bunch of people that was like, "Who was he talking to? The rich people?" Because shit's fucked up for me. Like that's what a lot of people were commenting. If you go look at it, you just go read the fucking goddamn room. Go into Facebook, read the room. Go into Instagram, read the room. Just look at it. Like a lot of people are like, "Well, damn, you either had the sheep." Who are like praising what the fuck just happened and everything, and then you got the other motherfuckers that was like, I don't see what the fuck this nigga's talking about. Like it's not as awesome as what the fuck he's talking about. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what the hell I don't know what the hell to be hype about. Like a lot of people are either confused or they're hyped up, like saying fuck it, we'll ride with him for another 4 years.
And then you could and then there's people that are just flat out honest with themselves and everybody else, and they kind of take a little bit of ownership of the responsibility that they have for their own life, and they're like, you know what, I'm doing pretty good. I don't really see why everybody else is doing so bad. Yeah, things are a little more expensive, but you know what, I saw the shit coming, I prepared for it, And so now it's really not hitting me like that because I was already ready for it. I X'd this out of my life and X'd this out of my life so I would be able to,
Yeah, but
you
the thing
know,
about it is that
take
most
these
people,
expenses on. But not everybody acts like that, you know. Not
Well,
everybody moves like that.
it fucks with
Majority
us
don't.
because because what happens is like there's a lot of people who haven't taken that into their hands. A lot of people, what they do, they don't have they don't make money off what they love to do. You know what I mean? So it's like they got to go to work for somebody, and then when that work stops or it gets shut down because of some bullshit that happens. Like some people's lives were completely turned upside down because of that fucking COVID shit. Like, and they have yet to fucking recover. And I think it was all on purpose. You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of people weren't able to do what, but you know what it also did too, though, because as resilient as humans are, it also created another class of humans. It created two classes of humans. You hit rock bottom during COVID. You made two choices, right? You either, I guess you could say three. You either gave in and got on assistance with the government, you know what I'm saying, just so you can fucking, feel normal and not have to worry about shit. It either totally fucked you, like you were like out of a crib, like bills backed up, all of that shit, or it turned you into somebody who found their fucking what they love to do. Okay? Like, and that was a small percentage of people, but there was a lot of people who were like, I found my passion during COVID. Like I was able to sit at home. See, sitting at home and not doing nothing. Nova be talking about it all the time. Sometimes you're sitting still. They made a lot of niggas who don't normally sit still. And these motherfuckers actually found a passion that they love to do and started making money without having to fucking rely on a job or anything. So it created these entrepreneur-like humans. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even want to say, it's not really like the entrepreneur class. It's different because it was like it was like so much pressure that they either broke or they became a fucking diamond. You know what I'm saying? Or they became coal for the fucking, the fuel for the government. You know what I mean?
And you know what? It was all for the fucking dirty ass money.
Dirty Diana.
Yeah. It's that dirty money. Yeah, I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking.
Speaking of dirty money, there was a housekeeper in a upscale motel in Midtown Atlanta, and they were cleaning the hotel room up, and they found $250,000 worth of white bricks or light tan bricks.
Oh, white.
No L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds, and I ain't taking.
So one question. If you were the person praying to get out of a financial bind and you went to work that day and found $250,000 worth of coke, is that right or wrong?
No L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell.
Did God do that?
Blessings. I be counting blessings every time the phone ring.
Was it? Huh?
I be manifesting. Tell the wife to bust it open. I'm trying to create a heaven. Money so dirty, I dress it up like a reverend nigga. I be counting hearses, killing all of these verses. My curses come with a purpose. I spell it.
That's why I've been saying all week, as above, so below. Just because you think it's wrong, just because you don't like Biden, that don't mean he didn't give a good speech last night.
It out if it's worth it. Casting all this power to conjure up something perfect. Now a nigga breathing fire for putting wings on the serpent.
I be counting dirty money, smoking no air.
Just because I got tattoos on my neck and all over me and shit, that don't mean I'm a bad person.
And rubber banding hundreds, and I ain't taking no L's. I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting dirty money, smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds, and I ain't taking no L's. I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting
lessons. I be counting lessons. Never took a L unless rolling something impressive. A milli streams down and they still sleep on the message. When you get it
Boole!
out the mud, it ain't nothing that they can question, nigga. I be moving mountains, too many for me to count them. Everybody gon' eat, that chalice flow like a fountain. Dirty money come in, I divide her up on the counter. No measure for our success when the balance is truly
I
ours.
be counting dirty money, smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself.
Bitcoin hit 70. Told you, Bruce.
And I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting dirty money, smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting.
Well, to answer your motherfucking question, though, the Lord works in mysterious ways, they say. Shit, if I found some birds, we be looking for, you know, Pablo. Like, who I need to get this to?
Just
Hey,
think
yo,
about
Poppy. Hey, yo,
What?
Poppy, what's up? I got them birds.
it. Think about it, man. Like, you know, like, okay, so
Uh,
what's the difference if somebody finds $250,000 worth of cocaine
mhm,
and then they take it and sell it to one person,
right,
or they divvy it out, however they're going to do it, right?
right.
Or what's the difference in a drug dealer
Somebody
just
lost
giving
their
somebody
job, though.
$250,000?
Somebody lost their job. Put it
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
because that wasn't, somebody called out or some shit, and there was a housekeeper there that wasn't supposed to be there.
Somebody lost their job, nigga. Somebody.
Oh yeah, and maybe more than that.
Yeah,
Shit.
more than that, I think.
Because
God.
$250,000 worth sitting in the closet bricked up, that's about
Nigga.
$4 million.
Nigga.
You know what I
Somebody
mean?
lost a lot, nigga. Like bad. They down bad right now, nigga. Either they somewhere down bad or they you know.
Literally down.
Yes.
6 feet deep, maybe.
Yes, maybe, yeah. Hopefully they not, but goddamn, this is the way the chips fall.
Logos on the track.
Yeah, this is the way that the chips fall. I hope you was betting on me. I've been all in since the windfall. Watching the L coming streaks. Never gave up on the old me. Been rapping so long, now I'm OG. Supreme of the Valley, that's word of the adage. Just at me if you want the whole thing.
By the way, my puppy got into some bud last night, and I thought she was dying, bro.
And it's on me.
I
I
am
don't let the
not
cap.
even lying.
I don't ever rap what I don't live. Keep the hood on tap. And it's a fact. We're only a fraction of my wrist. See, I'm built like that. I don't want it all. I just want to ball with my bros. Give it all to the kids when we go. And let them know that your favorite rapper is alive.
Alright, Music Friday, y'all. Appreciate
Fuck what they talking, been telling you why. Yeah, you thought they was real? Open your eye.
I was scared as fuck, man. I stayed up all night long, making sure she was all right. I woke up this morning because I fell asleep probably like 5:30. I mean, I conked the fuck out. I woke up this morning, she was running around on the bed. I was like, oh, yes. Yay.
Yeah, this is not a game, we tryna survive. In a world where music is God, your favorite rapper is alive. Yeah, fuck what they talking, been telling you why. Yeah, you thought they was real? Open your eye. Yeah, this is not a game, we tryna survive. In a world where music is God, your favorite rapper is alive.
Yeah, might see me walking down Erie at midnight. We ain't the same on the inside. Black sheep, nigga still ball like he 6'5". Still put your bitch in the 6'9". I was on ice, pushing that weight up an incline. Nigga had life, all in the back of that Nissan. Fuck is you talking about? We made a way when Wall Street had us on decline. You niggas is bright till I pop out like a neon. You niggas is hot till I show up with the Freon. We on a whole nother plane. All of my foes is going insane. You know what it is, it's fucking supreme. Yeah, yeah.
Fuck what they talking, been telling you why. Yeah, you thought they was real? Open your eye. Yeah, this is not a game, we tryna survive. In a world where music is God, your favorite rapper is alive. Yeah, fuck what they talking, been telling you why. Yeah, you thought they was real? Open your eye. Yeah, this is not a game, we tryna survive. In a world where music is God, your favorite rapper is alive.
California has just announced that they will be giving out interest-free loans for housing along with monthly payments for that housing for citizens of California. But guess what? You have to be an illegal one.
Put a milli in the mattress cause they sleeping on me. Shit, a nigga live his life like the Reaper on me.
But niggas told me they about to give an illegal alien a free crib and pay they rent for fucking until they sell a crib.
Reparations, bitch.
Reparations,
I'm still paying rent. Where the birds at? Where the birds at, nigga?
Recognize the secret when you see it. Money so dirty, we eating off the ceiling.
I test the wind with my cigarette. How many O's can a nigga get? Yeah. How many hoes can a nigga wet? I'm in too deep, like God, it ain't no turning back. 550 for the half, nigga. Yeah, 1050 for the whole thing. All I know is 10 P's to change a nigga life when he playing with the dope game. I'm rolling dice with the bones of the deceased. The master of my world, I control it in my sleep. Lucidity, it's like a fucking dream inside a dream. This is all organic, no machine. Organic even when I grow my weed. This is for them nights we ain't sleep. This is for them nights we ain't eat. This $1 trillion grit to the teeth. I leave these hoes soaking in they seat.
Put a milli in the mattress cause they sleeping on me. Shit, a nigga live his life like the Reaper on me. If you know the hustle, then you recognize the secret when you see it. Turning dirty money to the cleanest European. So I put a milli in the mattress cause they sleeping on me. Shit, a nigga live his life like the Reaper on me. If you know the hustle, then you recognize the secret when you see it. Money so dirty, we eating off the ceiling.
But did you see Miss Boulay herself, Kamala Harris, sitting back there smiling the whole fucking
Oh
time?
my God.
I mean, like, she even smiled when Biden said Lincoln Riley instead of Lakin. That was weird, bro. Like, she was just sitting there like, motherfucker, just
Stood
smile.
up and clapped for everything that nigga said. I know her knees hurt.
Looked just like a black
Sit
woman
down,
standing up
stand
there.
up, sit down.
She looked just like a black woman. Didn't she?
Ah, no, she
Just
didn't.
like a black. That don't even. She don't even look like no black woman.
Door sure makes for a strong case. Ain't no debating in how you control my simple thoughts. My self-existence so devilish, but it's heaven sent to make your dreams come true.
She kind of looked like Kosika up there. That's about as black as she looks.
Wanna feel you, not to fake the real you. Baby, tell me what it's gonna be. Open up your heart, I knew it from the start that you was supposed to ride with me. Cause she fucking love how a nigga get down. Show me all this love every time I come around. I just want the real you, baby, let me feel you. I can show you what it's gonna be. Yeah, I told her everything is everything. That sensation is overwhelming. With life right at your fingertips. Touching anything is touching heaven. What a blessing to see shit from an eye perspective. Highly perceptive. I feel the move, then I express it. Undressing your soul in less than 3 seconds. My values are light within. I monitor them through your reflection. So what you project, you also get. And I'm willing to bet this get you oh so wet. I hope you never forget this, that soul glow. Aaliyah rock the boat flow. I'm diving deep, so hold your breath. And if you like it rough, I can hold your neck. Tell me if it hurts, I don't mean no threat unless I'm killing that kitty hurt. Curiosity's pretty, let me show you my soul. I happen to have it with me cause I just wanna feel you, not to fake the real you. Baby, tell me what it's gonna be. Open up your heart, I knew it from the start that you was supposed to ride with me. Cause she fucking love how a nigga get down. Show me all this love every time I come around. I just want the real you, baby, let me feel you. I can show you what it's gonna be.
I got a question.
So, I might have an answer.
All right. If we're
If not, I'm gonna have another question.
if the United States of America was trying to help the Jewish people find a homeland after the persecution in Germany. And it was Germany's fault, per se, quote unquote. Why wouldn't they just slap off a piece of northern Germany for them? That's my question. Why would you go all the way to Palestine? It kind of just seems like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just.
Yeah, I guess it's because that's the actual holy land.
Yeah, but
And
I mean,
whatever
like,
that means.
we can go back as far as we can to all the maps, right? There was never no Israel, bro.
No, it was a name.
It was called Palestine.
But Israel was a name.
Right.
It was somebody's name.
Somebody's name, right?
So I don't get it. I really don't get a lot of that. Like
I never understood that.
I've dove into a lot of it, and I got people that are Jewish that I have friends of mine. You know what I'm saying? And
right. So I'm just saying. So like for example, right?
Nobody really has other than that's the Holy Land. Nobody has another like Abraham or somebody was supposed to. Abraham was supposed to build some shit or built some shit, right, at a temple or something. Yeah. But other than that, it's like. For real? Like you'd rather move out in the motherfucking desert?
I was just thinking, like, okay, so like the Native Americans, obviously, they were started off by the colonizers who came in, right? But they obviously cut off a piece of, American land for the rest of them to live on. They didn't move them to a whole other continent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like, be like, okay, Germany, well, since you wanted to do this to these people, we're gonna fucking take the northern part of your fucking country.
Right. I mean, it's like, when United States, France, and Britain started bombing the fuck out of, in Canada, wasn't it? So started bombing the fuck out of Germany.
Right.
Germany have no way to fight back, bro. I mean, they had a way to fight back, but not really.
Right.
They demolished that shit. They could have said just exactly what you're saying right now. They could have said, look, we're confiscating this shit. Do something about it.
Well, they made Germany pay all the reparations, and they, you know what I'm saying? They made Germany,
and that's what really caused World War II.
Right, and I just didn't understand, like, it just never made any sense to me that it was fully the German people's fault, because when you actually look at the history, there's so much. Obviously, there's so much that they don't teach you in school, but the other parts of that history is still is out there. You can get it. It's in books now. You know what I mean? You just gotta do a little reading online. I let the AI read it to me, because it's a lot of information. But you know what I mean? Like, when you find out, like, there's a whole nother side to the story, then it kind of doesn't make any sense why it makes more sense for them to be able to be like, hey, why don't we just, you guys, that wall in Germany would have been to separate them niggas, and then it would have been the same kind of story, because it would have gave the United States, you know what I mean, power over in that part of the world too. See, I think the reason why they moved them there was because that's where the United States wanted to invade next. And
they needed to have a position there.
They needed to use that as an excuse, as a reason to be able to put them in there and to bring that in there and make that happen. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Not necessarily the United States. I would say whatever powers that be, the combined powers that be. You know what I mean? So
because like, somebody like Rothschilds and Rockefeller, who actually had the money and the power to make something called Israel be an actual place. That's who did it. You think about what Rockefeller, that was the oil man, Standard Oil. He had such a monopoly that the fucking Congress made him break his company up into twos because it was so huge. Yep. But think about that. Of course they wanted that fucking area. All that goddamn oil, man. Come on, man.
Yep. I mean, it's very lucrative. And then now, okay, so you think that putting a United States base there is gonna, like, de-escalate the situation?
Look, think about this. That's just easy for the United States to pack full and then get ready to move in closer to Iran.
Bruh, there's a lot of crazy shit that we wouldn't. They don't want to admit, obviously. But if you clearly look at the fucking plan,
Look
you know
at,
what I mean?
just play the game Risk
Not even, bro.
and move the goddamn pieces closer to where you trying to get to. That's all it is, man.
Read the New World Order's plans. They write them out for you.
Fuck that. You ain't got to read shit. Listen to what I'm saying. If you see something you want and you don't want to go directly to fuck at it because you got people looking at you and you don't be judged, you do it in a sneaky fucking way.
Yeah, they claiming they the best. So what the fuck is you the best at? You ain't the only nigga who can spill a bar about putting a hole where your chest at. I just rather be the nigga pouring the keys to open up all of your death traps. Got a hold of all of my dreams and I will see these clearer than breathe. It's more than the shit that it seems. Too many call balance with beams. Got all of the talent in minutes that copy the clothes that they see. How the fuck you call that shit rapping? How many ways can you shoot a nigga? What's poetic about all of that capping? Try being useful, nigga. It's easier said than it's done. Ain't no money in the truth. A milli cop with this gun. A milli more if I shoot. Put polka dots in this coupe. Kill all the ops like you. Take everything and leave nothing left but that truth. Then I could be the best. I could hardly tell. You could blame it on my instincts. That shit never fails. Nigga, I've been on the win street. They can hardly tell that I'm walking what I'm talking. They just cat for real. But they claim to be the best. I can hardly tell. You could blame it on my instinct. That shit never fails. Nigga, I've been on the win streak, they can hardly tell. What the fuck is a goal when I got time to kill? Yet they claiming they the best.
It was just a question.
What the fuck is a goat when I got time to
It was
kill?
a question that I had.
What's the greatest of all time if you got all the time in the world?
Right? That's a good question too. Hey, you know what I found too? I found a Google Earth image or video, or you know, you can get on Google Earth and you can look. But this place is in Antarctica. I thought we didn't have anything in Antarctica. I thought Antarctica was nothing there.
I mean, I'm sure there's some type of bases there or some shit.
Bro,
Who
no,
knows?
this is like a city, bro.
City?
Yeah, bro. I sent it to your Instagram. It probably got lost in translation, but you know, I sent it to you so you can see it's literally a Google Earth. It's via Google Earth, like something like they fucked up. Like when you scroll out, you see that it's Antarctica, but when you zoom back in, you see the white part kind of fade away, and then you start seeing buildings and shit. You're like
You're seeing through the shit.
Yeah. Like it was a glitch in Google Earth. It was a glitch, you know, in a certain spot of Antarctica, and you can literally look at a street and see buildings and civilization. Like it looked like a fucking whole. I mean, snow's everywhere, but
That's crazy. I'm gonna
it's
look at that.
nuts, bro. This shit had me fucked up, and I'm like, damn, I'm trying to get on Google Earth to see if I can find it, but I can't find that specific spot that dude is looking at. You know what I mean? Like, but he's definitely in Google Earth. I sent it to you. It's called Flat Earth Bulgaria is the page. So I mean, if people
I remember when
look it up
Google Earth
themselves.
first came out, they didn't really believe that shit, and then they started looking at it, and then I knew a lot of people that was trying to rob people like that.
It was
Yeah.
wild
looking at
when it
people-
first came out.
Oh yeah, man! I knew a lot of people that was getting robbed because the motherfucker would pay a fee. They would pay like $30 or whatever a month to be able to use the shit live, and then they
Right.
could tell if your fucking car was there. And if
Right.
your car wasn't there, they'd come, man.
Bruh, I knew cats who was. I used to just get on Google Maps and Google Earth just to look at random shit, just to see if I could see some random shit happening at a random time.
I used to get on there and look where I lived at and be like, well, let me see if something's moved around, and it would.
Let me see if they
See if your
updated it.
car's
Let me
in there.
Yeah, I'm like, let me see if I lived here during this picture.
Right.
Because you know, sometimes it took a minute. They don't really update. They update
Yeah, they
important
do.
places, but they don't really update like places like Canton, Ohio, like that. You know what I mean? Like just it's rarely you see a Google Earth car driving down our streets, but I bet you they do that way more in bigger cities.
Yeah, I think they went on I don't know. I think they like got done with their campaign, but I remember, man, I used to see them damn Google cars everywhere. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And
I was trying to
now,
get a job. I had
man,
an interview with them niggas, bro. They still
now
do
you
it,
see
bro.
what was going on. Oh, I
Cause they
know.
gotta update. They gotta update the system.
Mm-hmm. Somehow, some way, I think they were able to make some type of like.
Don't
I
they
don't know,
use
man. Maybe.
planes more
Do you
so
think?
now? Like low flying planes.
Well, I got a question.
Or
Do you
they
think
tapped
that when
into
they
the.
do you think when they did the Google Earth originally with the cars, do you
Mm-hmm.
think that like the track or the route that they took, like they were somehow able to like ping themselves
Yeah,
throughout,
yeah,
and then it always kept that, and then they could build on top of
yeah.
it
They know where that
and
car
shit?
is at all times. Like that's what the.
No, I'm
That's
saying like afterwards, like how did they build Google Maps in general? So
yeah,
was
like
like that
that.
car just like pinging the whole fucking time around
Yes,
there,
sir.
and then it made that one like track, and now they can add to it.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy, man. Because I mean, that's layers of a dimension right there if you think about
Yeah, yes, sir.
it.
Yes, sir. They literally built, you know what I mean, a 3-dimensional replica of this world, for us to be able to GPS and or, use it to, know where we're at and to, go to places that we've never been to before so we know where we're going. Yeah, that was like the sole purpose of it, but obviously you could use it to do so much more, nefarious things, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
you don't put nothing past the government, but like there's a reason. There's like always. That's why I was telling about intention. You know how you said like like what's the difference of giving of a drug dealer giving you 250,000 or 4 million or whatever, or you finding those
Hmm.
birds in a hotel room and they're worth 4 million. Like what's the difference? And like it's just like the intention with it. Like the intention in the action normally is what's gonna make it, I guess, have a positive or negative reaction to your reality. You know what I mean?
But
That's why you
the
see.
path to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. And but that's why another
Yep.
thing as well. That's why a lot of people get lost though. And that's why a lot of people don't. You see them. They don't really have too much of a karmatic return because what they've done is like they've done a lot of things with the intention of good. You know what I mean? But they've placed that fucking return on the individuals around them somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and
I
that's just
feel like
because.
okay.
No, I was just gonna say this because it's like it's almost like an accountability spell. I guess, like, you know what I mean. Like they believed so much that they're not accountable for their own actions that like their karmatic return doesn't even happen to them. You know what I mean? How it should. It's
Yeah.
weird. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like because you see like a lot of bad people doing bad shit, but they're prosperous as fuck, and all the people who are and it's been almost been like that since Jesus was around, if Jesus existed, technically, right? Because he was doing awesome shit, but he was poor as fuck, and everybody had to feed him. You know what I mean? And he
Hmm.
didn't have money and a job and all that other shit. He was broke. You know what I mean? So it's like, but then all the other
But inner
motherfuckers,
peace is kind of, isn't that like one of the rewards? Like even if you're
yeah,
super prosperous and doing bad shit,
right.
like maybe you sleep fine at night, but I don't know, one day it'll catch
Most
up
of the
to you
See, well,
time,
that's what I
internally.
mean. That's what I'm saying. If 50% of us, we were talking about it yesterday, if 50% of us don't have that inner monologue, like that's how a motherfucker can sleep. That's how a
Yeah.
motherfucker can sleep at night
uh,
after doing some of the most atrocious shit that you've ever fucking seen.
Mm.
uh, see, I used to have to fucking medicate myself to be able to sleep back in my other years of my life because I was just so fucking paranoid that I was gonna get raided or whatever in the fuck was gonna happen, and so it made me almost get addicted to another substance. Not, I mean, physically, pretty much, yeah, not mentally. I wasn't mentally addicted to it, but physically, you start taking some type of
Right.
pills to
Yeah.
take the edge away and to go to sleep or whatever, and you end up addicted to that shit. And I never would have done that if I wasn't fucking
Running them
making millions
streets.
of dollars selling
Right.
dope. You know what I
Right.
mean? Um, and then, but then when you get to that level, you're like, well, damn, bro, like this is not just about the dope dealing. It's about all the fucking police I done paid off. It's about the judges, the lawyers. It's
Right.
about the motherfucker, the concierge working in my building downstairs. I done paid
Hmm.
all them off. Uh, the cop that works the fuck. There's 3 cops that work the building. They're paid off. You know what I mean? It gets to
Right.
like, and then you're like, God damn, like, what if I pay all these motherfuckers this shit and make all the right moves and they still say fuck it and come get me?
Yeah, because they'd be like, "Hey, bro, I'll just raise the rent on that, nigga. You gonna have to pay me
Yeah,
more." They can get greedy with you, you know what I mean? And if they
exactly.
think that you got it, you know what I mean? Then that's what I mean. Like, they that's what this whole thing has always been about. Like, even the whole government, the way it's set up, is like it does. Its intentions are good, but it does nothing but fucking harm. Like literally, that's the way the system is set up. If we
Hmm.
went by, I guess, what our forefounders put in place, right? That
This
was
shit
fucking
wouldn't
like
be happening like this. I can
it
tell you
wouldn't.
that.
Yeah.
It would be awesome as fuck, right? It actually would work really well if you just went by, what they wrote.
Well, I can tell you this: we wouldn't be debating about what the fuck a woman is.
No, we wouldn't be. We wouldn't be doing that. We wouldn't have to debate. We wouldn't be debating about like why is California proposing a bill to pay for illegal immigrants to
Nah,
get a
the
house
no,
and
the
also pay
governor
for
of
their fucking
California
rent.
would be removed.
Yeah.
Right,
He would be in somebody's fucking living room, bro.
bro. He would be hung for
You know what I
treason.
mean?
Mm.
Like,
I'm
Or
just
why is
saying,
the
like,
fucking federal government going against Texas to when it's trying to
yeah,
just protect its border?
yeah. And
yeah.
why aren't these countries reporting all of these people being gone?
Hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. So our homie Lou, back end of the Think High crew, he's like, hey, if you go look up these countries where they say these people are coming from, these countries aren't reporting that they're losing this many people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like these countries aren't saying, oh, we lost,
Well,
10,000.
he knows he knows a couple people from El Salvador,
Right,
and he's from Puerto Rico. Like, not saying that's the same at all. I'm just saying they
right,
can kind of communicate. You know what I mean, through
right.
language, and he said that the girl that he was talking about in that area was like, look, this is fucking. These people are coming out of prisons. Like, we don't,
Right.
like, the government has no money because of
Wow.
what
That's
happened.
crazy.
The government doesn't have the money to keep these places open,
So
and
they
they
wouldn't.
definitely don't want to let them fucking go. So what they did is they said, look, bam, here you go. And the United States, being the United States, said, yeah, well, you can send them this way.
Wow. So
And
so
so
that's
look,
why
I
that.
was
So
listening to Bloom, goes right along with this, bro. So watching Bloomberg the other day, right? And I'm just listening to people talk and shit. And the guy comes on, he starts talking about how in the next year or two, the United States is going to have a huge labor boom because of all the infrastructure bills that have been put in place to do all this work, to all this infrastructure, right? And so who's going to do all the work? Well, he
right,
was like, well, all these migrants, and this dude wasn't political. He was just talking, right? He was talking
right.
money. He said, these people that are coming across the border, they're going to be the ones to help stimulate the economy to $6 to $7 trillion boom
Yeah.
for 2025 and on. And
See,
I'm just like, man, these
bro, and it
motherfuckers are
goes along.
so smart with this,
Bro, it
bro.
goes
Like,
along with the WE,
God
the World
damn.
Economic Forum dude, that little fucking short fucker with the glasses, who was talking about how we've created a new class in society of useless people because the technology has gotten so
Mhm.
good. But that's
But think about it. That's only in modern
but no,
places.
but not really though, bro.
No,
Because
but you do have like El Salvador areas where
bro,
people
it's not
don't got all
complete.
this.
Them niggas be lying for the simple fact that they still need a bunch of people to build this shit.
Oh, that's
They're
what I.
not, bro,
Yeah.
and they're
No,
not,
no, no, no. Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, and
I'm
they
saying
know.
that, like, I'm saying that the United States has become so dependent on technology that now we need non-dependent people to come here and do
Bro, but
certain
no, but
things
bro, it's more than
because
that though.
most
Think
people
about it,
here
no,
are.
nigga. If you worked in the goddamn Google factory, my nigga, right? You worked in the goddamn Google factory. Tell me something. If them niggas said, hey, come help us, we got a new project for you. Help us build your fucking replacement. These niggas ain't about to do that shit, bro.
Oh no.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say Biden was talking to them fucking, to the immigrants and everything, because he was making it seem like it's yeah, them niggas just got 60 beds. Some of these immigrants like are living way better than any of us have ever expected. You know what I'm saying? We worked our asses off for. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild to see that shit. Even that's what I can give it to the news because there's some of that shit that they're reporting on, and when I look it up and I go find second sources and shit, a lot of it is true when it comes to this immigrant shit. But like I said though, when you also look it up, you see that these countries aren't reporting that these people are coming out, and then Nova just made it clear that they don't have to because they're kind of illegally.
They ain't even accounted for any fucking
They're not
way.
even accounted for anyways, right? So that's why it's not. That's why that's happening. But then you hear this talk, like I said, like how do you even propose a bill to give immigrants these houses? You know what I'm saying, for free, interest free loans, like nigga, that's Libya. That's Libyan Lebanese type shit. What the fuck? What was his name? Gaddafi? Ain't that's where he was at? That's some.
And you know what? That's also
Lebanon shit.
That's also a way to prop up this fucking housing market to where it could be real dangerous.
You're right.
God damn, boy. Whew. It depends on who owns the houses, who's doing the mortgages. You know what I mean? Because California in general is in debt and broke. Even though they're the 5th largest economy in the world, they're still just ridiculously behind in budget. So like if they give people these no interest loans for these houses that aren't used to that lifestyle, are they going to buy into it? Is it going to work, or is it going to backfire like Afghanistan did? Because Afghanistan, the United States, spent trillions of dollars to build a new world over there, and the people just didn't fucking want to do it. They didn't buy into the American way. So hopefully these people that come here and get all this shit buy into the American way, and that $6 trillion economic boom hits, because we're going to be straight. But if it don't, then we'll hit another 2008 situation because of all the houses that won't get paid for by people that aren't even used to paying for homes. I mean, you can't expect somebody in their mid 30s or 20s or 40s to totally change up how they were living and start paying for a mortgage and car payments and all this shit when they ain't even used to doing it. Some of them will, but is it enough? Are enough people going to do it to stop like a big housing crash? You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe they give them maybe they do the loans differently and it's a federally thing. Who the fuck knows? And they could just write it off like they do all this other shit.
Yeah, maybe they is gonna write it off, but it's just like they're just people were saying there's a conspiracy theory that we're being replaced. They're replacing the citizens, right? And it doesn't seem like from the evidence that I don't believe it, right? I'm still gathering evidence. I'm still kind of swaying back and forth, but I guess I can see now why people are saying that they feel like they're being replaced because.
Right.
That's exactly, all the shit that we should be getting. Like, bro, an interest-free loan.
It's a slap in the face.
Yes, bro.
That's what it is.
Just to even propose it.
Yeah, even to propose it. Agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even to propose it is like what? So you're gonna give them an interest-free loan up to 20% of the fucking crib that they want. But not only that, right? They're gonna pay their rent. And guess what? Guess when these tenants these immigrants have to pay it back. They do not have to pay it back until they move out and sell the house.
Oh, okay.
So they don't even have. So basically, it's like, hey, we're going to give you a place to stay, and when you move out, we're going to sell the crib, and we're keeping all the money, basically. You know what I'm saying? So basically, their rent is free, and their crib is basically free, but they basically got a loan. You know what I mean? It's going to show, on their credit and shit.
They'll probably have some fucking social worker come and check and make sure they keep the house clean and
right.
And then they'll probably contract out the fucking yard service so it stays looking nice like they do in these fucking projects that look nicer than most motherfuckers' houses. It's so ridiculous.
Who haven't even lived here or know what it's like or been here or anything like that.
But you know what?
This speech was for, bro. If you go back and listen to it in that premise.
You know what this does too, bro?
Like you don't even know the history of America. You know what I mean? Then listen to him speak and then you'll see exactly who he was talking to.
You know what this does too? It also opens the eye of a whole culture of people.
It does.
That never thought this way. Yep. Now there's a culture of people that live in the projects that are now pissed the fuck off.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're like, well, goddamn, bitch. Mm-hmm. I mean, shit. Yeah, I mean, I know I got the projects for free and this and that for free, but motherfucker, I'm getting this taken away now. I'm getting less of this, and this motherfucker's living in a nice ass crib.
Yep.
Dude, what if you're somebody though who immigrated here legally? and you're going through and having to wait
Right.
for all the like
Right.
bullshit. Like
Yeah.
it takes forever and it costs a shit ton of money. Like,
And you
and then
might
you
as
see
well
somebody
fucking
come
go
in,
back over and
yeah,
then come back illegally, right?
right, come down through this other border. Like that is some bullshit. Like,
Yep,
It
and those
I
are
is.
the
agree.
people that are like good citizens, to be honest,
Yeah.
like whatever that means. But you know, like
Yeah.
they're bringing benefit to the community
Yeah.
versus,
And
you
then
know,
you ask, like I was watching this Mexican
I
podcast. You know what I
agree.
mean?
I agree.
Shout out to the Rasta. They were like Viva la Rasta, like that's like them Mexicans. Like they tell dude was on there like, listen, fool, we don't come over to America for nothing but the money. Viva la Rasta, like we come over here for the money, bring the money back. Like that's what the fuck we do. We got our own farms, we got our own food. We got it's not poisonous over there. You know what I'm saying? He's like, we
yeah.
don't want to. He's just like, we don't want to be here. He's like, these people that's coming over the border, they're not even Rasta. They're not even Rasta homes. You know what I'm saying? He's like, they're not fucking Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Then
Hmm.
it's true. You see it, and like the Mexicans are like, hey, shit, go ahead. You got a free passage, bro. I'll give you some water, cause you know they hospitable. Mexicans, they really take care of you and shit. You know what I'm saying? You come, they're like, hey, we'll give you some water, we give you some food, but you gotta take your ass that way. Don't nobody, you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why this shit is like, you know, the way that it is. That what Nova's saying. What Bruce said, he said, "What about the American neighbor that's paying their shit right with interest?" And then he said, "Funny enough, I watched The Big Short. I watched The Big Short Wednesday night. Oh yeah, there was a Big Short Wednesday night as well. Um, and it's I see them. I see what they're
Oh,
doing.
you talking about the fucking housing market in that movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I
See,
seen that
that's what
shit
I'm
too.
saying, man. That shit could get dangerous, bro. If you think
It
about it,
could.
it's just how it's set up. It's like
Yeah.
so the federal government might say for 4 years or for 8 years or for 2 years, these people ain't got no rent to pay,
Well, actually,
and then
that
after
is
that they do.
California. Well, for the housing,
Right,
like that was even a state. You know, California because they're a sanctuary state, I guess, or whatever. That was a proposal by the state, so it would only be in California. You know what I mean? That would happen, but it seems like they're doing that to try to draw more immigrants in, and it's
right.
like
Well, you know what? Real talk. A lot of people did move out of California,
bro. That's what I was just about to say
so they
that.
need people to replace these places. I
I
mean,
was looking at a chart that I think Lou even somebody had put it in the chat of the fucking shit of like people leaving the country. Maybe it was Sue. Somebody of people leaving each state. You know what I mean? And New York and California had the most residents move out in the last year since 2023.
you know,
So like you're right. You're right. That's why I was like they might be doing it just so they can be like, nah, we want more immigrants because they see what they're doing. It's like that is a reset, nigga.
well, yeah, well, and also California employs the most immigrants.
Yeah. And I feel you,
I'm
Bruce. I'd
pretty
be mad
sure.
as
I could
fuck
be
too
wrong, but
if I was
I'm pretty
paying
sure.
on my 30-year
Yeah.
mortgage for 20 years and some illegal moves in next door for free. But if I miss a few payments, you're gonna come take my shit. Woo, and they don't. That's what I'm saying. And their rent is gonna be free. Everything is gonna be free. Now, obviously they have a choice to be able to pay. They be able to have a choice to be able to pay the rent because they're gonna be getting paid as well. But even if they don't pay, if they don't want to basically rent to own the home, you know what I mean? They don't have to, and the government will pay their fucking rent, and then when they move out, the government will just sell the house and keep the money. You know what I mean? So the government does there, and I'm like, damn, it could have been like that for everybody. Like
And
Gaddafi was giving married couples interest-free loan for a crib and land as soon as they got married, and he would give them he would allow them to go to college, and he
right.
was giving all of them guns. But
Well,
that's a
let's
whole
think
nother.
about this too. Think about this. So if you have been like Bruce Wayne was just talking about, he's from the Gotham City. If you had been paying
That
on your
underbelly.
mortgage for 20 years or 15 years or whatever, 10 years, even 1 year, fuck it, right? Um, and your neighborhood becomes a sanctuary
Right.
neighborhood, basically,
Yep.
then the value of your home goes to bullshit. And let's just be honest, some people come from other parts of the world and they
Yeah,
live differently.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So then everything in that neighborhood is going to be all kind of weird.
Right.
That's just
Yep.
how it's going to be.
And
Yeah.
they were interviewing a lot of these immigrants. I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Casca. But they were. I was
Oh,
just
no,
going
you're
to say
cool.
the ad. They were interviewing some of these immigrants, and the average answer is for why are you coming here is for the money. Like
Yeah.
they don't even. That's what I mean. Like they don't know the things that we know. You know, they haven't been living here. You know what I mean? They don't. They probably just like as much as I might know what's going on in Mexican politics right now.
Bruce said motherfucking barbecues outside, cars in the yard and shit.
See, but what's so crazy though? They're not even Mexican though. No, Bruce, you're talking more like all the stray cats and shit gonna be going missing. You're gonna have fucking smelling Chinese food everywhere. You know what I mean? Or you're just gonna smell like fucking curry everywhere because these people ain't even
You got
Halal.
people coming from like fucking Ghana too,
Yeah,
bro, and different parts
in
of Africa.
Africa,
They don't live
yeah.
like we do up there, and they
Nah,
might
bro.
not want to once they get here. They don't fucking know.
Bruh, Columbus, Ohio had Somalians living in abandoned, condemned apartment townhouses. You know what I'm saying? Because they were abandoned or condemned because of some black mold or some shit, and the city just haven't torn them down yet. But a whole population, bro, like thousands of them niggas was inhabiting that shit.
And didn't you say they kept the shit so goddamn clean too?
Bro, you didn't even know niggas was living, bro. How do you not know 1,000 niggas is living here, bro?
That's crazy.
They would pick up all their trash. They wouldn't leave no evidence of them motherfuckers staying there, bro.
And they
It looked
did
like
that
a ghost town.
in an abandoned place.
Yes. It was
That's
townhouses
crazy.
in Columbus, Ohio. It was abandoned, and it was up to it was like a little over 1,000 of them. motherfuckers was living
He
there.
says, "Say what you want." I'm picturing lowriders and sea walks.
I feel you, bro. Hey, if the Rosas want to come this way, I have no beef with the Mexicanos. You know what I'm saying? They can come up here and I ride with them all day. You know what I'm saying? They know we not the problem. That's what I'm saying. Like you bring the Mexicans. They know the American government ain't shit. They used to have half this fucking country. They know what the fuck's up. They know like shit, homes. We used to have this bitch anyway. But you know what I'm saying? But shit, I'm riding with them. Them niggas Americans too, as far as I'm concerned. Just a little bit below the border,
Right.
I would love
Well,
that.
shit, they're actually considered white people.
Technically.
Logos on the track.
Fire music, fire.
Yeah, max $1 million off a couple tiny tunes, and I know these busts will be mad. Stuffing bundles in the Gucci duffel, better bend at a bust out the bag. Stack it, flip it, get it back and pivot on your pitch and don't fuck up the stash. Putting pennies on the paddock, petty if you pop and put that on the pad. Peace.
It's what they singing the whole time they're walking up here.
Yeah, I put the work in the.
They get to the border and they're like,
On at these moments, they ain't come for cheap, yeah. They see I'm shining, I'm smelling like diamonds all up in my teeth, yeah.
they get in that new house and that new whip. They be like,
Thank you to go, no, you ain't got my vote, no, I don't agree, yeah. Baby booty moving, got me like sheesh, yeah. Nah, I don't agree, though. Push P like a G in my P coat. This one to a T, but I need about 3 more. Get it from the flea on the East Coast. 6 G's for the clean clothes. Jeans you ain't never seen, yeah, I need those. Good high, pull a piece when I lead, though. Good guy, but a beast when I hunt. Gotta lead, gotta eat, yo. Polish, just kind of reconnaissance. Got us on like with the target. We spotted the knowledge we got it obvious. At us a godly empowerment. Out of the Oculus, into the spectrum and spinning the Akashic record. Turn the tables and blessings to profit. The prophets and told us to be fully prosperous. And I just looked at my wallet and know that the go. Tell my mama on her, God, I got her. I'm allergic to failure. If you ain't walking what you been talking, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Lady probably bow her head around me like she worshiping prayer. Yeah. Oh my God, with my hands in the air. Yeah. Max $1 million off a couple tiny tunes, and I know these busts will be mad. Stuffing bundles in the Gucci duffel, better bend at a bust out the bag. Stack it, flip it, get it back and pivot on your pitch and don't fuck up the stash. Putting pennies on the paddock, petty if you pop and put that on the pad.
got one for you. Did you know that the hand symbol or the shape that you make when you put your hands up, don't shoot, is the actual secret symbol of the master masons, that they're in trouble.
Yeah, I put the work in the on at these moments, they ain't come for cheap, yeah. They see I'm shining, I'm smelling like diamonds all up in my teeth, yeah. Thank you to go, no, you ain't got my vote, no, I don't agree.
Worldwide signal that we need to get down with the get down.
Yeah, baby booty moving, got me like sheesh.
Hey, I got one. So I was reading that it's a possibility that when you get a cancerous tumor, that's trying to protect you. That's your body's way of protecting you. So the way the guy explains it is that a tumor attracts all the toxins in your bloodstream to it. Then the first thing that the doctor does is do a what? Biopsy, right?
Right.
And what do? They take a little piece of it, or they poke a hole in it, and it releases all those fucking cancerous toxins that the tumor was fucking holding in. And then next thing you know, the cancer spreads to your fucking body. And you need more chemo, and you need more of this, and you need more of that. I'm like, whoa, wait. You see, it blew my fucking mind. And he's like, the tumors created by our bodies to protect us. It's trying to protect us from toxins. It's gathering toxins and cancerous shit in our bloodstream and in the area where we might have a tumor, it might be in access of. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that the removal of said tumor isn't good. I'm saying that the biopsy part isn't good, because why give you a biopsy if the procedure after the biopsy is always the same?
Right.
So even so with or without the biopsy, they're going to go in there and take it out and give you maybe chemo or radiation if it's necessary, right? So why even do the biopsy? That's the thing. So he was basically saying, so I don't want y'all to confuse what I'm trying to say. So he was basically saying, not saying that you should leave the tumor in there or whatnot, or that it's going to protect you. He's saying that the biopsy procedure prior to removing the tumor is unnecessary because it releases the toxins that the tumor was holding back by poking a hole in it or taking a chunk of it out.
Yeah.
Woo! Double dog backwards, my niggas.
Devil dog backwards. I'm in Hell's Kitchen, whipping like your man. Ask her who the realest. Tell him call the past. Blessings on blessings we do for a million. Hopped out the portal to make me a killing. You stuck in emotion, I'm fucking your feelings straight out of camp. I'm in the valley with sermons and nothing. Tyrants and giants, a silence and elephant. Acting a donkey will make you irrelevant. That's word of your president. We bottle the truth just to put in your resident. Why these niggas is playing games, raping your prophets and playing they celibate. At least you got the shiny chain to hang with. Gang shit, representing to your gang lit. Watch it all come full circle. And karma's never been a bitch to play with. I said it before. Everything changed when you
What up, GP man?
open the door. The only difference between the ceiling and floor is perspective. That's why I'm double dog backwards. I'm
What up, G Kong?
in Hell's Kitchen, whip it like your master. Ask him who the realest. Yeah, tell him call the pastor.
Hey, Jason, G Kong had DM me and he said he wanted a little snippet. He said he couldn't wait no longer. He said, I got to hear something, man.
Blessings on blessings we do for a million. Hopped out the portal to make me a killing. You stuck in emotion, I'm fucking your feelings. Yeah.
I got you, G Kong. I got you, brother.
Yeah,
And the
we
party right here, GP, man. You know, you missed most of it, but you know, you could always run it back and jab with us. We got about a half an hour left. We was just talking about, you know, the State of the Union, a bunch of other shit related to that, obviously, you know, and what's going on around us, and just celebrating that we made it, you know, again through another motherfucking week with the elites trying to murder us.
But G Kong, you could let me know, bro. But look, what think of an idea for NFT for this, because we already got
Yeah,
ideas.
we got it.
But see what you got.
But what do you got?
Crypto. Whole lot of crypto, money on tenfold. I am the sum. Tell a free world, come holler when they need more. Wallet on beast.
So you know, Sum is a wallet, a company. Free World, that's a company.
Small. Try to hold me down, I don't think you can. I am my own bank. Pushing pack, got 7 on demand. What do you expect?
You know, expect, that's a metaverse. You know them, probably follow them.
My royalty reflex. We about to run it up. This how what nerd flex my dominance.
I mean, you know, that whole line is for the community of nerds.
It's so dominant, I could drop it all and still pack shit. This free form is so DeFi. Make a big splash, that's a deep dive. Call it white car, how I revive. After 3 days on the sleep side. No dream board, this a real slide. Had to point the way just like a field guide.
And all of those words have to do with trading and or making money through trading some type of thing.
Follow the leader. I'm making all the moves. If it's decentralized, gotta make it do what it do. I'm all up on your blockchain. We dope enough to rock. Kane. My trading view was so obtuse, I can close my
Trading View, that's what I use. Trade with.
eyes when I'm about to aim. This is that real shit. A double on tongue like a nigga with a chain and a whip, call it field trip. Flip it on his head, turn a 6 to a 9 when I spit, had to feel this. No mask on when I kill shit. Make sure you can see the face that lit the way and gave nigga keys to free all they realness. Crypto. Whole lot of crypto, money on tenfold. Future millionaires, turning billionaires. All because the boy got a tight hold. Crypto, yeah. Whole lot of crypto, money on tenfold. This is my rifle. Slide left and earn $1 million off an iPhone. Crypto, yeah. Whole lot of crypto, money on tenfold. Future millionaires, turning billionaires. All because the boy got a tight hold. Crypto, yeah. Whole lot of crypto, money on tenfold. This is my rifle. I slide left and make $1 million off an iPhone.
500 to $1 billion. I am on the moon, shot up, taking shots at Espelon.
Hey.
It's like 10% of like 10,000 when I'm really in the zone.
Yep.
All my trend lines identify when to hold, when to fold. My
If you ever traded before, you know what he's talking about. So he says, I'm up late at night taking shots of Espelon. It could be any type of liquor or any type of substance. You're up late at night, you're trying to deal with the pressure.
portfolio with my reach heights. Oh, I think I seen it go. I got diamond hands on that trigger, boy. It's like a trillion in the scope. He's so high on that mountainside, it's only air and H2O. I just been notified that my Ethereum is sold.
Last time I was notified that my Ethereum was sold, I bought a goddamn house with it.
I might swing it back and grab a bag of that when it did before it go. Turn my Ethereum to gold.
Hey.
Yeah, I put it on my soul. Leave them gas fees alone. It's a trap art when you trapping in a bear trap. It's a trapeze while I trapeze. You can ask me and I'm gone.
It's a what
He
now?
said it's a bear trap.
In a
He said, God damn, it's a trapeze and a bear trap. Oh my God, I don't know what the fuck that nigga was going. That nigga basically said, in a
He's
bear
basically
market,
said it's tough through the bear market, and I'm flipping this shit like a trapeze
but when
while
you
I
bounce,
trap
you hit that
peas.
floor and you bounce back. Yeah. While I trap peas, I'm trapping peas. Nigga, let's go.
63,180,343
How much?
UFO.
Hey.
Crypto. Whole lot of crypto, money on
You don't know
tenfold.
about UFO?
Future
They should be in
millionaires,
the
turning
Olympics this year.
billionaires. All because the boy got a tight hold. Crypto,
Look out for that.
yeah. Whole lot of
Yeah, they
Gaming
got
token.
gaming in the Olympics. And UFO is in that shit.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can't
Whole lot
wait.
of crypto, money on tenfold. Future millionaires, turning billionaires. All because the boy got a tight hold. Crypto, yeah. Whole lot of crypto, money on tenfold. This is my rifle. I slide left and make $1 million off an iPhone.
Hey, on that note, I did have.
Oh yeah, sounds good. Interesting. Yeah. Are you there?
my
Is
bad,
anyone
my
there?
bad. I don't know what the fuck just
I'm
happened,
like, what
bro.
the fuck is going on
shit,
here?
yeah, I just got tossed
I
out
was in
real
the
quick.
void.
Yeah, real quick. But yeah, my cousin Mark, on a crypto note, my cousin Mark wanted to know if he could if you would be interested in collabing with him. We Think High Crew would be interested in collabing with him, and he wanted to do just like a quick maybe 5-10 minute segment called token talk or some shit like that he had going on, just introducing new tokens and shit like that. If that people might be interested in looking at, if you'd be interested in some shit like that, maybe doing it on Tuesdays, I thought it'd be interesting because we used to have crypto talk, doing a little bit of crypto news.
Yeah, I
for
don't
us
know what
every.
the hell is going on with him, bro. I've asked him multiple times. I mean, if you even listen to this crypto talk, you know me, I ain't talking shit. I'm just
Right.
talking. But yeah, I don't know. I think he might just be too busy right now. He's in the housing market, bro, and that
Yeah,
shit's
that shit
booming.
probably.
And he says the housing market is fucking booming in Canada because that's
I
where he
bet it
lives at.
is. I bet it
But you
is.
hear all this book. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like so hard to decipher shit and find out what's really going on, because you hear all this negative shit about Canada, but then you talk to a motherfucker that lives in Canada and he's like, oh man, this shit's fucking fire here. I mean,
Right.
he's like, I go to the doctor for free and shit. I mean, I don't
Right,
know,
you do.
what the
It's
fuck y'all,
wild.
I don't know what the fuck y'all
You
talking
right.
about.
You
But
right.
bitch, we getting money in Canada and we don't even got to pay for the doctor. So I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Maybe we gotta find some broke niggas in Canada. That we
Yeah,
can
but
talk to.
don't push hate speech online because you're going to prison.
Oh
If
yeah,
Right?
fuck sure, because that
it's
that one
wild.
dude though, that psychiatrist, he's a dope.
Jordan Peterson,
Yeah, he's
he's
getting
That's what I'm
awesome. Yeah.
saying. That's
they
what
on
I'm
his
saying.
neck.
It's like it's a almost like a completely different world, but Canada is different provinces, so it could
Yeah.
be completely different in each province.
Yeah,
Like
but it could
Quebec
just be like,
is
crypto
French
talk.
Canada.
Crypto talk, a nigga who came out the hood. He used to be in the Canadian hood. Maybe we just gotta ask him, hey, how is it like for niggas in the hood? Not you, nigga. We know you good. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because
And
just like
remember, he
over
was even
here.
like, I mean, the hood's not really that bad in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, what hood
He
in
when he
said
was
Canada?
that.
talking to him,
But I don't know if they make, you know what I mean? They might not be making money like that, or they might not even give a fuck. Cause who knows? They might just be doing them. Like
yeah,
there's so much shit that like could just be completely portrayed by the fucking government. Like yesterday, they made Putin look like Hitler, my nigga. Like they compared this nigga to Hitler.
yep,
I said, Putin, Hitler now? Oh my God. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is
yeah,
really going on here? So it's like, who knows? Trudeau might not even be as fucking fucked up as he is, or he could really fucking be really
yeah.
fucked up. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like,
because there's parts of the world that just literally, not even just parts of the world, parts of the country, but parts of the world that literally despise Trump. And then
yeah,
there's parts of the world that literally love that motherfucker.
yep.
So it's just weird, bro.
Goes on the track.
Hey, all we can do is give all we got, right?
I give all I get, you give all you got. We got too much left to do.
Hey,
Right back all the time, put it on the line. What do we have left to do? Nothing, the answer is nothing. I ain't trying to be the nigga sitting here bluffing. Trying to make Biggie of the smalls like Puffy. Held it all together, they could tell by my cuffing. Shining, shooting up the club, got me blessed with the fruit of my loin. No malice, I'm grinding. Everybody watching, this is God's timing. Cold ass nigga about to turn it into diamonds. I be alchemizing concepts, breaking down these bondages. Reconnaissance, tactical with it, enriching, it's making all kind of sense. I got confidence that we gon' blow out. Turn it up and show out. Somehow I cannot quit. I got energy reserves I don't know about. That's how I keep digging in. Then I give all I get. You give all you got. We got
Real life shit.
left to go. Right back all the time. Put it on the line. What do we have left to do?
Everything. The answer is everything. When you
It's crazy how the fucking law changed overnight about that fucking Delta
oh
9
my
shit,
God,
bro. God
Nick.
damn. They did us
Dirty.
dirty.
put your life in it like wind with a kite in it, grab the rope and take flight with it. Why limit the sky with it when I'm in it? When the
I told my wife, I said, you know what? I ain't even worried about it. I ain't fucking with it. I said, I did all that shit I did and didn't go to prison for no dope. I damn sure ain't finna go for no goddamn Delta 9.
storm comes, I'm looking it in the eye. Vision on clear, I'm
That's federal too. As soon as you mail that bitch, it's federal.
seeing through the disguise. Why lie through the pain with a mask on your face? Don't die in vain with the path that you take. Watch the crash of the wave. Bring back the things that believed in the passion to take the break shackles away. Slave to the game with the shiniest chains. Losing yourself is the price that is paid. When giving yourself in this kind of exchange, we all in love. If it's not naked, it's fake. Put that on my grave. What can I say when
I give all I get. You give all you got. We got too much left to do.
Mr. Be Great. What's up, man? What's up from Mexico?
Right back all the time. Put
We're in Mexico today, goddamn.
it on.
We said, fuck it. Y'all gonna come over
Viva
here. We're
Rasta,
gonna fucking
nigga.
go over there.
Shit.
We're gonna switch sides with y'all. I'm going to Cancun and I want a goddamn free villa. And that's what the fuck I want. I'm going to Cancun, Mexico. I want a free villa
And a
and a
debit card.
goddamn debit card. Hey,
Hey, wait.
I want a
Hey,
debit
hey,
fucking
no.
card. I want that bitch loaded
No.
up too.
No, I need a cell phone too, nigga. I need a
Right?
cell
A
phone.
phone? I need
I
some
need-
goddamn Nikes, bitch. I need a whip.
Bruh,
What the fuck? I
Hey,
need a boat,
hey.
jet ski, yo. Fuck, I need it all. I'm
Hey,
an immigrant, goddamn.
What I was gonna add to that whole immigrant shit is that there was a bus of immigrants that they took to the Chicago airport, and them niggas got back on the bus and told them niggas take us somewhere
I
else.
would
They
too.
said,
I ain't even
they
gonna
said,
lie to you.
they said we ain't
I'd like to-
staying here.
I like to consider myself hard, but the last 15 years, almost 20 years, I've been living on a resort island. I ain't hard
I'm
like
just
that no
saying,
more, bro.
though, nigga,
I'm
wait,
telling
wait,
you right
wait,
now.
wait.
You
These
try to drop
people
me
are
off.
supposedly
Try to drop me off
flee-
Chicago. I'm getting back on that goddamn bus.
nigga, they are
Shit.
supposedly fleeing for their
Yeah.
lives. They're supposedly
Yeah, but they don't. When you
Nigga.
flee for your life, you don't got to go into another war zone, though. And that's what
nigga.
Chicago is. Oh my God, it
I
is.
know, but nigga, like, still, like, if you's talking about you are, these are all the things. Even if you came from like a Venezuelan prison, nigga, that shit's way better than a Venezuelan prison.
Yeah. I
And
don't know.
I don't think these
Depends
niggas
what
is
part
really
of
coming from
Chicago
bad
you're in.
circumstances.
Right?
I'm just saying, bro. If you trying to seek asylum someplace, and you know what I mean, like, and they bring you someplace,
Who
and
says
you
they're
like,
really
nah,
seeking
nigga.
asylum, though? Come on.
I know, right?
As
They
well,
can't be if they
shit.
can choose. If they can choose where the fuck they go, that's not seeking fucking asylum, nigga. That's
Right.
just moving, nigga.
Like, what
That's
if
just
all
moving,
these? What if all these people are like activists from wherever they're from, and
bro.
they're just doing this shit?
Bro, if I say, if I get on a fucking bus with my backpack and shit and go someplace, you know what I mean? And it's all for free, my nigga. They're like, yeah, we're gonna take you, we're gonna bring you here for free. And you're like, all right, dope. And I get there and I was like, nah, nigga,
Nah, I'm
take
good.
me over here. Right? No fucking way that I'm really seeking asylum. Like, if I'm choose that, you're just moving now, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're literally
Yeah,
moving
right.
people.
You choosing
They're
where you
not
want to move to.
right. They're not. There's
They're
not
like,
no
no, I don't
asylum
want to move to
seeking.
Chicago anymore. I'd rather move to New York. Fuck it.
Yeah, I
Right,
was
you're
hoping
like,
for
nigga,
something with a view.
yeah, like no, New York's doing people better. Oh, I just
Yeah.
heard California's giving niggas free houses. Take
Wait a
me to
minute.
Cali.
I heard Savannah, Georgia was about to become a sanctuary city. I'll go there.
Shut the fuck up.
Come on, bro. So it's like, damn, how is these niggas get to choose? You know what I mean? How, man? So I don't think that's fair at all when it comes to people
It
who
damn
are like
sure
on
don't
the
seem like
streets.
they got nothing else to lose.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
What do we have left to lose? I give all I get, you give all you got. We got too much left to do. Right back all the time, put it on the line. What do we have left to lose?
Nigga, that's like going from that's like you being outside, sleeping on the fucking concrete, and a nigga says, "Here, I'm gonna give you this bedroom," and you go in there, and just because it only has a cot and it ain't got, you know what I'm saying, it got a toilet.
Should have
but no
consulted
Like, I was
the guides
expecting
first.
Egyptian cotton. I'm sorry. These.
Yeah. And then you
Hey,
just been like, nah,
all I'm gonna say
I'm good.
is they should have talked to their guides about it before they got on that bus.
Yeah, they definitely should have. They should have talked to somebody because ain't no fucking way that's actually, they're actually, in trouble seeking some place to go, or they're homeless and they were homeless in this country and they're seeking asylum here because they've been persecuted. Ain't no fucking way. I don't believe it. Can't be. Not if you just like, nah.
Baddest in the lane, yes I am. They asking what you playing, that's a jam.
Hey,
Asking who the man, yes I am, yes I can, yes I can. Turn
he
the
throw it
plan
at
to
you.
a band.
He got a
Baddest
sign
in the
that
lane, yes I am.
said, "Get a nigga a burger." He said, "I'm
Asking what you
vegan,
playing,
I don't
nigga."
want
that's
that
a
shit.
jam.
He said, "I'm vegan."
You asking who the man, yes I am.
I remember hanging up my poster, writing rhymes in my class, getting closer. I don't know what happened when your boy got older. Got to doubting more, but it's not over. Take a pin out the wall and prick yourself. No, this is not a dream. Doubting God esteem for winners, that's not a thing. You sowing for harvesting since you was about a teen. Life steady, blocking, fell victim to a lot of screens.
Oh my God, I'm a
Grown man, put some bass up in my voice and carve my own plans. Joey got your foot tapping, that's a toe jam. That's the last time for you rappers I hold hands. I'm feeling
I'm a grown man. Put some voice or some bass in my voice. Carve out my own plan.
like Conan, not the O'Brien on late night. The black version of the one with the muscles of power and dominate stage fright. Yeah, I'm shaped right now. Guy, pipe down. I ain't been going real light. I've been slowing down till it feel right, but I still write tight on real mics while I'm a beast. I only boast to get your attention set for the feast. Slap some 45s on the bar and I'm about to eat. Hold my weight on records, respect it. I'm out the east. No L-I-L-I-E.
Yes, I can, yes, I can. Turn a plan to a band. Oh, I do it. The baddest in the land, yes, I am. They asking what you plan, that's a jam. You asking who the man, yes, I am. Yes, I can, yes, I can. Turn a plan to a band. Oh, I do it. The baddest in the land, yes, I am. Yeah, I got it. They asking what you plan, that's a jam. You asking who the man, yes, I am.
I always knew when I grew up I'll be something they know about.
That'd be some shit the news shows you. All these white and black people are crossing the border into Mexico, demanding brand new villas.
When they told me be what I wanted, I chose to be a guy. And I was odd, cause Jason thinks he controls the odds. No facade, this confidence is the consequence of my dominance. Flexing upon the populace, penmanship dipped in consciousness, writing until we elevate. Yeah, I've been the man before hominins made the human race.
Think about it. The same people that let these illegal immigrants come to a city and make it dangerous are the same people that are putting the National Guard and state police in the subway. That don't make sense. They're not doing it to protect nobody. Think about it. They want to control the subway. Why? Subway's been fucked up for a long time. It ain't got nothing to do with no damn illegal immigrants. The subway's been a motherfucker for how many years? It ain't got nothing to do with that. I promise you it don't have nothing to do with that. Yeah, I mean, so you can even go back to like the 80s, right? To where, remember the, well, it went into the 90s, but remember the white guy that was riding the subway and there was like 3 or 4 black guys that were basically about to rob him and he could tell. And so they tried to get to him and he just pulled out a gun and shot him. And he admitted it. He was like, yeah, I killed him and I wanted to fucking kill him. And so since then, the subways have been, even way before that, there was a whole statement of like the reason why he was able to even not get executed and fucking torn apart is because everybody was like, yeah, I mean, you know, like he went to prison for a little bit, but they were like, hey, the subways are fucked up.
Yeah.
And the jury was like, the jury didn't convict him of murder. He just got convicted of some other shit. Right. And so ever since then, the subway's been fucked up. So you think, what, putting the National Guard, you know how much money that costs for one? Yeah. To put 750 National Guard in and they getting paid 24/7? God damn, man. For what? Because what? Something's going down in the subway? Oh man, there's 36,000 police officers in New York City. Fuck around, find out.
Yeah, there's awesomeness in my DNA. Baddest in the land. Romulus with the plan. Execute on demand. It's that big bag love. Yo, Pusha, I am the man. This that Mo power drug. Yeah, and we the plug. Hit the block and watch it flood. This exodus was essential. The flow is so presidential. I'll grab the game by the flipped away like it's judo. Heavy bars call it sumo. Rummy, poker, or Uno. These cards are relying for stars to remind you just why we do know exactly how to maneuver. Drop bangers cause we some shooters.
Bow.
Hey, it could be them niggas just searching
if you
their
can't
tunnels. They was like, you know what?
Right.
You know what? we about to find out some shit because maybe them niggas is, maybe this is, like I said, they say there's a pedophilia ring going on and that the fucking shit got tunnels from from New York to Florida and everywhere in between. And that's what the fuck they was saying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the investigators have, and they're uncovering. Maybe who knows? Maybe they're sending the National Guard down there because they found some shit and they just don't want to alarm people. Normally, when you see it in the action films, right? It's like, hey, report that we're putting those people in the subway because of an uptick in crime in the New York subways. But really, they're
Right.
going down there to try to kill Master Splinter and the Ninja Turtles.
They really found a goddamn monster living in that bitch or something.
Right.
Or
That's
those
how it would be in
tunnels.
the movie.
Those tunnels in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like they try to kill Master
Yeah.
Splinter and the Ninja Turtles. They done found the Ninja Turtles and shit. They like, all right,
Yep.
sit
I
down.
don't know, the Hasidic Jews or what it was. I think it was Hasidic
It
Jews,
was the
right?
Hasidic
In
Jews,
Brooklyn with the
Yep,
tunnels.
they found them in
Yeah,
the tunnels and
it's
shit.
just wild. I don't know though. The subways like weren't bad for a while though. Like I lived up there for a good like 5 years, and they were fine. It was just after COVID that shit like wasn't right.
Well, the
Yeah.
things that those Jews were fighting about up there was because they said that the government gave them permission to reopen those tunnels during COVID so that they can still go to mosque and go, do their prayers
Yeah.
and shit like that, right? So that's what they're claiming. They're saying, you let us reopen this shit, but now you're telling us we gotta close it again. But they don't want to reclose it again because they gotten used to just fucking. It's more convenient for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But now they're probably doing shit that they ain't supposed to be doing. And New York's like, come on, guys. We told you guys you could open it just so you could fucking, go to your mosque and shit like that and pray. But we're not. We didn't say y'all could do all of this shit. But at
Yeah,
the same
because
time,
up under that tunnel goes under people's like apartment buildings and shit like that. And they're like, man, everybody's about to feel unsafe now. Cut this shit out.
Right. Cut it out. Right. And they're like, no, we don't want to. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
god damn it. We're the most. This is where we're the most populated in the world, except for Israel. We run this bitch.
That's exactly what they said. Like, shut up. You getting a check from APAC, ain't you? Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna talk. We give y'all money.
I am the first three letters of the word literally. SOTOV supremacy. I raise the bar, they wanna sentence me. Freeing out a different entity. I keep them guessing like conspiracy theorists. Soul in the mirror, reflecting my spirit. Higher power, feel it in my appearance. Life is wild when on your grizzly, you bear it. Hear it?
You hear
Life's
it?
a wild one when you grizzly, you bear it, nigga.
Hear it?
I cause meltdowns on wax, cause I gotta keep it lit till it's backwards. Authenticated like if I got my password. Experimentation, I'm giving them lab work. Shout out to the homie scientific. We worth investing for the finest interest. I drop a flow, it stop, drop and roll. Ring the alarm cause we fire drilling. And that's on the code. We got 330 rocking, watching for these venomous foes. Trying to eat off this garden. You do it for a piece of the profit. I bring elite peace to the prophets. Got so many ways to eat off this logic. You can starve or feed off this knowledge. This food for thought on the come up. Glowing rise when the sun up. What's a match to Bruce Lee with nunchucks? You can spot out dope, we like a drug bust. So trust the Trinity, JMC, Joe Allende, Nakaso Turpin. Lesson learned, bow to your senseis, cause
I've been on my grind, homie, catch me on the come up. I've been on the come up, you can catch me on that come up. It's 5:55.
5:55 means look out, motherfucker.
Hey,
Something's coming.
You know what? You know what I think is so dope about that song? He said, I am the first three letters of the word literally, right? Which means lit, right? But then he continues to say in the middle of the verse, right, that gotta keep it lit till it's backwards. And lit backwards is nigga, y'all don't even his punches were like Bruce Lee. They were so fast and subtle that if you weren't paying attention, you'd be asleep already.
That's why we're gonna run it back.
I am the first three letters of the word literally. SOTOV supremacy. I raise the bar, they wanna sentence me.
Oh, by the way, you got to check the music video out to this. It's on YouTube.
I raised the
SOTOV.
bar, they
Check it
want to
out.
sentence me? Come on.
Right?
Freeing out a different entity. I keep them guessing like conspiracy theorists. Soul in the mirror, reflecting my spirit. Higher power, feel it in my appearance. Life is wild when on your grizzly, you bear it. Hear it?
I cause meltdowns on wax, cause I gotta keep it lit till it's backwards. Authenticated like if I got my password. Experimentation, I'm giving them lab work. Shout out to the homie scientific. We worth investing for the finest interest. I drop a flow, it stop, drop and roll. Ring the L on cause we fire drilling. And that's on the code. We got 330 rockin', watching for these venomous foes. Trying to eat off this garden, you do it for a piece of the profit. I bring elite peace to the prophets. Got so many ways to eat off this logic. You can start to feed off this knowledge. This food for thought on the come up. Glow and rise when the sun up. What's a match to Bruce Lee with nunchucks? You can spot out dope, we like a drug bust. So trust the Trinity, JMC, Joe Allende, Nakaso Turpin. Lesson learned, bow to your senseis, cause
I've been on my grind, homie, catch me on the come up. I've been on the come up, you can catch me on that come up. It's 5:55, the universe got me one up. Numbers never lie, I put that on the 9, boy.
I got frenemies, they be trying to drain me for my energy. So I roll it dolo, be relying on my energy. Young buck, wanting old money, moving tender keys. Deep notes, potent with seeds, spitting fertility. Ooh, yeah. I can't wait to get my new gear. Infinite body, infinite God, be living like who cares? Got dominion, I'ma exercise my sonics. I'ma start a project, build a town, a mansion with ebonics. Look at my stance, yeah. Look at my posture, doing my dance, yeah. I got a right mind, not in the trance, yeah. This is my blood, this is my way, this is my pants. Jeans splicing with God, call me sacrilegious. When you finish, you could catch 'em. Stacking like gang fingers with digits. Is it wrong to be confident in who I am? I just might be a billionaire just to prove that I can. What's up?
I just wanna make a milli, get my family straight. Yeah, my mama working hard, man, she need a break. Took them shackles off my chains, I won't be enslaved. I've been making moves, homie, now it's checkmate. This is chess playing, we strategize in the best way. Our next move will blow us up like a death ray. Everybody eating, bring a plate cause the chef's great. We whipping up blessings like heaven opened a buffet. Okay, don't give me something that don't weigh. I'm not a Libra, but balance magic in both trades. I'm on my grind, motivation's divine, boy. We like the moon, reflecting just how you shine. If you revolve around my tribe, then understand this is why. We are something special, encounter the fifth kind. A bunch of polished MCs, definition is spit shine. Catch us on the come up, anything else is lunchtime. I've been on my grind, homie, catch me on the come up. I've been on the come up, you can catch me on that come up. It's 5:55, the universe got me one up. Numbers never lie, I put that on the 9, boy. I've been on my grind, catch me on the come up. I be on that come up, catch me on the come up. It's 5:55, the universe got me one up. Numbers never lie, I put that on the 9, boy.